So I bought a ring light, right? I told you guys this, and I'm hoping you guys listen to me. Hope you guys are paying attention to what I say. So, anyways, I bought a ring light, and I have a mini PC, a sandwich one. So it has four USB ports, right? So mic, mouse, keyboard, and monitor plugged into the PC. No more USB ports. So I have a very small room, right? So my Xbox is not too far from my computer. So I was like, okay, well, my Xbox has a spare USB port. Might as well just plug my ring light into that. Well, mind you, I've had this Xbox now for a few years. It's a Series S when it just came out. I bought it right away. And I don't know. Could you blame the ring light? Maybe. But, anyways, the Xbox went in sleep mode last night. And the ring light was plugged into it. I woke up, the ring light was still on, so I didn't really understand how. And like it was in energy savings mode as well. So a little bit confused as to how that works. But anyways, I woke up this morning, turned on my Xbox, and it was running in 480p. Mind you, I have a 4K TV, and the Xbox is 4K in like video mode and stuff like that. So I don't know. Did the ring light brick my Xbox? Am I now forced to watch things in 480p? I messed around with some settings and I fixed it a little bit. I can't watch stuff in 4K apparently, so that's fun. I'm having a really good time with that. I'm really impressed. So my point is that I'm really sad right now, but I figured the best way to get over my sadness is to make fun of people on Reddit. Read some stuff, say some crazy shit, and that's where we'll go with that. Appreciate you guys for giving me all the attention that you have on my videos. It really means a lot to me. I've hit over, I think 1,100 views on like all my videos collectively. So that's great. You gave me so much support on my last video. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. I love the people who comment. I love the people who like, and just anyone who sticks around. Maybe it's a sign my content is getting better. Is that what that means? Am I getting better at YouTube? Oh man, that's crazy. Anyways, no more chit chatting. Let's go and do some Reddit stuff. I'm really excited to do this. I love doing this so much. Now I noticed I like to put myself in random spots on the computer or on my recording software. I mean, I hope it doesn't cause too much confusion. I don't really know. It's like maybe it's not a big deal, just the fact that I throw my camera in random spots, but just kind of easier instead of like moving it around too much. I still have to move the screen around because I want you guys to be able to read with me as I'm reading. Don't stop reading. Stop reading. Stop reading right now. Stop reading. I know you're reading. But anyways, yeah. So just if you guys notice anything about my videos and you feel like you really want to comment something, just let me know. I love feedback. Now don't go call me an idiot because that hurts my feelings. But just say like HUD, your videos like kind of suck, dude. Like maybe this is what you could do to fix it. I really appreciate that, but don't insult my intelligence. I'm just kidding. You can say whatever you want to me. Am I the asshole for calling off my birthday dinner because my parents were making me include my sister? You know what? Before I read any further into this, I'm gonna give my opinion after I have a little bit of context. I, 16 female, am the oldest of four. My younger siblings, Ava, I'm just gonna go with Eva, okay? Eva, 14 female, Rory, 11 male, and Jace, 9 male, all have food allergies that were passed down from my mom's side of the family. I don't have food allergies. My siblings' allergies are pretty severe and include a bunch of different things. This always meant we have to be very careful about food in our house, as well as where we eat out. There's only two restaurants in our small town that are safe for my siblings to eat at. I hate both those places with a passion. The food is so bland to me and some of it is disgusting. My parents are okay with it and my siblings love both places. I'm not the only one who feels that way because my grandpa always grumbles when the wider family gets together to eat someplace because he hates them too. But we both know they are the only options we have. My parents like to do family dinners instead of birthday parties for our birthdays. I've always hated it because it's never super fun to eat at places you don't like. I've told my parents I'd like to do something different for my birthday for years now, but they always treated it like I was some bratty kid for wanting something other than a family dinner. They talked about how resentful I am of the sacrifices we need to make for my siblings and how it always shows how much I dislike doing it and how they are ashamed to say that their own firstborn. What? Wait a second. What? That about their own firstborn. Okay, my bad. Sorry that I had to reread that. Wow. They told me I should be glad to do it for my siblings. I admitted sometimes I resented missing out on certain experiences. The local indoor playground was always off limits because they had peanuts at the table, and two of my siblings are deathly allergic, so that meant my parents didn't take me either. Also, couldn't go to see a movie, even with friends, because my parents were concerned about exposure to something like peanuts. Okay, hold up. Now, before I finish, let me just say that, like, I do believe making sacrifices are necessary for family. Um, I'm like not super familiar with allergies, but like, wow, this is a tough one. Honestly, I feel like now I actually have to like really think, and I don't like thinking. So I understand that yes, you do have to make sacrifices, and maybe you have to make sacrifices more often than not. But it seems like this person can't do anything like at all, and I don't know how you make that work. I kind of, you know, I don't know to the extent as to what the parents do for this person. Oh, whoops. I don't know the extent of what the parents do for this person, but it seems like could the parents be making more effort to try to like, to at least allow their oldest child to do something? Yes, I understand that the siblings have peanut allergies and stuff like that, but you have a kid as well. Like you have a firstborn that apparently is not allowed to do anything because of the other kids. Like, you know what I mean? You still have one child that wants to be able to do things, and she shouldn't be able to not do those things because of, you know, other stuff that's going on in the house. So I kind of, man, this is a really good one. But anyways, let's continue reading, and I'll see if I can. This year they told me I could skip the family celebration and go out to dinner with my friends since my grandparents were willing to host us for a sleepover as well. I was so happy. My friends and I had agreed to try this place in town, and one of them is related to the owner, so she was able to make a family reservation for us. Then my sister wanted to come to dinner with us. I told her she couldn't because it's a place she can't eat in or even be in. My parents told me I would just need to change the location, but my sister wants to go, so she better be allowed to come. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. I understand the sister has a peanut allergy, but like it's one thing to make sacrifices pretty much all the time because you kind of have to because you live with your siblings. But for her parents to say, "Yeah, go do this," and then all of a sudden the sister's like, "I want to go," and then not being able to do it after the fact, that would really frustrate me, and I don't think that's fair at all. Already considering what this person has to deal with, and it seems like for the most part, the oldest daughter is a pretty good sport when it comes to everything else that she's got to deal with, right? And like I'm not trying to take a shit on the younger siblings because they can't help it, right? But at the same time, like I said, you have an oldest daughter that doesn't really like she's able to do her own things. And once you make promises like that, you probably shouldn't go back on them, especially if it was her birthday and stuff. You know what I mean? And seems like she's a good sport about it most of the time. I think the parents are, kind of hard on her a little bit. But anyways, they told me there are no compromises to be had. Holy. I told them that I don't like either place she can eat at. They said I'd still have my sister there, so I called my friends and told them the whole thing was off. They felt so bad for me, and I told my grandparents too. My grandpa was furious. It became a fight between my grandparents and my parents flipped on me for calling off the dinner. They told me how cruel it is to cancel a whole pre-planned thing just because they were making me include my sister. Bro, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Am I the asshole? Holy. Now, like I said, unfortunately, she lives with her sisters or in brothers or I can't remember the ages and sexes of the siblings, but wow. No, not the asshole. I think, like I said, I don't know how things have been tolerated for the most part in this family up until this point. Um, but I think what really crosses a line for me here, in my opinion, is the fact that the parents had made a promise, being like, to go do it, yeah, like just do it, and then they're like, never mind, you got to include like it's her birthday, it's her birthday, like and like I said, she's been a good sport about it for the most part, it seems. So I don't approve of this at all. I'm very much in approval of the grandparents, and I personally think maybe even the oldest daughter should go stay with the grandparents. But obviously, parents might not, approve of that kind of thing. But I don't like this at all. I don't like how she's treated. I think it's bullshit. But I'm just a YouTuber slash Reddit degenerate. So what influence do I have? But I think she would benefit a lot from at least spending some time at her grandparents' house. It's never mentioned that that's happened before, I don't think. So I hope people in the comment section suggest that, and I hope her parents are at least willing to listen. I don't get the vibe that they will, so I'm sorry, but either way, not the asshole. And we're gonna go read another one that I really hope isn't as depressing as this because was kind of sad. Best of luck to you, and I hope for the best. Okay, so this one caught my eye, and like I said, I love to give my opinion on things without knowing context. So I'm going to read this because I've already read it, the subject, and I'm going to give my opinion on it because I want to. I like giving my opinion on things. Do you have a problem with that? Am I the asshole for not allowing my son and daughter-in-law to use my vacation home for their baby shower, even though I let my other daughter-in-law do so? Now I'm just going to say right here, that's some bullshit. Straight up. I don't, as of now, without knowing context, my opinion could very well change. But I like giving my opinion on things, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. You notice how like entitled I am to my opinion. Anyways, um, as may not be entirely the same, but as someone who was a stepchild, to a very wonderful woman, and I don't like this because she never treated me any different from her daughter-in-law. I was, or her daughter-in-law, her bio daughter. I mean, um, I don't believe in being treated unfairly. I also was in a relationship with someone, the mother of my child. She had a kid before my son came along, and I didn't treat him any differently. He was my kid as far as I'm concerned, as long as I was allowed to be considered his dad. And I was, oh my gosh, my hair, my camera is flipped, right? So I'm like brushing it, but I'm brushing it in like the wrong way. Um, but yeah, no, I don't agree with being treated unfairly. Stuff like that, that really bugs me, and I wouldn't do it myself personally. So this kind of really irritates me. But anyways, like I said, no context as of now. So I'm just gonna continue to read, and maybe my opinion will change. I have 3 sons, and they are all married. Congratulations, I'm really proud of you. I have 3 daughter-in-laws, and I get along with 2 of them well. I do not get along with Holly. I find her to be a two-faced bitch. I'm not going to hide that I do not like her. The reason I think this is because she will talk crap about people behind their backs. She has done it with the other daughter-in-law and with me. One example I can think of was during their wedding. I gave the couple I'm sorry for about to butcher this, Le Creuset small set because they wanted good cooking equivalent. Later, I hear her saying it wasn't the color she wanted and that I was cheap for getting the small set. Oh, no, fucker. See how fast my opinion changed there? She does this often. You try to do something nice for her and then she bitches about you. It could be anything that isn't up to her standards. I've distanced myself from her and I don't like interacting with her at all. I'm not okay. I am okay not being close to her at all. I have a summer home. I am allowed my other daughter-in-laws to hold up events up there. I got a call from my son and daughter-in-law asking to use it for their baby shower. I told them no. This started an argument about me not treating them like the other family members and me pointing out the other family members are not two-faced assholes. They called me a jerk and the family is split. Some think I am being too harsh and others think it is deserved. Now, there's some edits here and I'm kind of glad about that because there's one problem I have with this whole thing, and it's the fact that it's also her son. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, you don't like the daughter-in-law and whatnot. No, this person's not entitled to do anything like this, but she does have a son, and he wants to use it as well. It's not just her; it's him as well. So this is a really difficult one. But anyways, I'm gonna read the edits, and hopefully that'll clear a few more things up for me. But this is definitely a tricky edit. Someone asked for more examples. My oldest daughter-in-law had a housewarming party. After it, she told everyone that her taste was shit and tacky. Oldest grandkid birthday. After the party went on how she looked like crap, couldn't lose the baby weight, and is a bad parent. My youngest daughter-in-law. She's a big reader. Dinner at their place. Made comments about all her books and made a comment implying books are her only friends. Are her only friends. Man, I'm tripping over my words today. I'm hyped up on caffeine, so you're gonna have to forgive me. She's a big reader. Dinner at their place. Made comments about all her books and made a comment implying books are her only friends. A lot of comments on her clothes. Biggest one was at their wedding. She made a comment that she should be wearing red since she looks like shit. Well, for people who don't know, saying a bride should wear red is calling her a whore. Bro. Me, the wedding one I gave in the post. Another one was hosting Easter, and she went after all my cooking. She has attacked my clothes multiple times, saying I am too old to dress like I do. I mostly wear jeans. These are just ones I've heard from her mouth. There have been more, but I heard that secondhand. Okay. This is something I don't normally do, and I'm really struggling with my opinion on this one because, like I said, I do believe, it's her. It's not just the daughter-in-law that is a total flaming, but it's her son as well. So I'm gonna read a few comments here. I'm gonna bring you guys along for the journey. So let's go. Now I don't know how much I'm gonna dive into the replies, but I noticed OP here did reply to this comment in particular, so we're gonna go take a look. Not the asshole. The reason you're getting mixed responses is because am I the asshole hates mother-in-laws? Why? I don't understand, but anyways. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth is a common phrase for a reason. You can't trash and bash people and expect them to accommodate your needs. From the examples you provided, it seems she mostly attacks other women. Is she very friendly with the men in the family, like in a way that she wants to be perceived as the number one female? And that could be the reason behind her behavior, even though it's a garbage reason. Either way, your daughter-in-law sounds like a capital B, I agree, and your son should have shut down these comments long ago. Yeah, okay, that's something I wasn't thinking about. Okay, good. I like this person. This person's Fairlock 1226. You give very good insight on things. I appreciate you. But he didn't, so now he doesn't get access to the summer house. Completely fair. Oh well, you seem fine with the restricted relationship with the both of them, so go enjoy your other daughter-in-laws. Hell yeah. All right. not the asshole. I'm fully on board with this. I think, yeah, thinking about it now, if the son was, putting an effort to make sure that these comments were going away, then, I could see it. But son not putting in any effort to, try to like keep the relationship steady. So not the asshole, fuck them both. I'm going to read what OP is saying here, and then we're going to move on to the next one. She really only does it to other women. I noticed that too. Mother, daughter-in-laws are firmly on my side with this, but the guys in the family are not. It's really difficult to shut down since she will do it behind their backs, talking with her friends or a one-off comment that slides in. Not to mention insults that people don't know are insults. The red dress, for example, saying she would look better in red. Wedding dress is an odd comment if you don't know the history. Okay, hold up. I've noticed Farrellock is saying something intriguing. Am I about to go down a rabbit hole here? We can't let this happen. We're going to read this comment and then we're going to go. She's 100% trying to alpha you all. She makes comments where you all feel disrespected, but when the men hear it, it's you are too sensitive to her remarks. She's a sneaky one. It wouldn't surprise me if she plays to the man's egos when the women are out of earshot, because then they are left with the feeling of, oh, she's so nice. It's my wife and mother who are being too hard on her. Is that something women actually do? I've had quite a few girlfriends, okay? Take what I mean there with a grain of salt. Most of my relationships have been over a year, so we're just gonna throw that out there. I'm not unfamiliar with women, but at the same time, it's yeah, we're just gonna. But I'm not like super familiar with them either. Is that something women actually do? Is there any women that watch my videos, or even men that are like super familiar with my videos that are like able to comment on this and can like confirm? Because like this, as far as I know, men don't do this. And I like, I don't. It's weird. Why does it matter? I don't know. Being the number one female, why? But anyways, yeah, that's this one. I hate having to think so much. It's just awful. I don't want to think anymore. Can I go read a brain dead one? That'd be really great. But anyways, best of luck to this person. I hope your son divorces her or whatever. And yeah, you know what? Remember when I said I wanted to find a brain dead one? This one seems pretty fun. Typically in a restaurant, you go to eat stuff, and apparently this person is questioning if they're the asshole for wanting to eat dessert in a restaurant. So I'm excited. So my boyfriend, 29 male, and me, 28 female, are currently traveling through Italy. Yesterday, we would take a train from Florence to our next hotel in the countryside of Tuscany. We were going to have a last dinner there yesterday night. I chose a place that has the best tiramisu in Florence according to Insta, and we did manage to go there earlier. Our meal took a bit longer than expected, and my boyfriend reminded me that the last train we could take was at 21:40. The next train would only come in early in the morning. He said that it would be too tight to eat dessert and that we should just pay and leave to make it to the train. According to my estimation, we had 20 minutes left, so it would either be 20 minutes waiting in the station or 20 minutes in the restaurant. No big deal. When the waiter came and asked if we wanted anything else, I quickly ordered the tiramisu. Without having to read the menu, I just figured it would be fast enough to make our train still. My boyfriend kind of got red in the face and asked me why I did that. I just told him that they will bring it out soon and that we will have plenty of time to make the train. Oh God, I feel like this is going to be another hard one. So it took a little longer than expected, and by the time it came, I only had time to snap a few quick pictures and need it fast. I offered my boyfriend some of it, but he said he didn't want any. We paid and left. It was tight now, but still possible, so we grabbed our luggage and made a run for it. In the end, we made it. I admit that there was barely any time left, but we got in the train a couple of minutes before we left. I sat down and just felt such relief that everything worked out. My boyfriend just threw the bags down and sat somewhere else for a moment until the train left. I called out to him and told him to come sit with me. I started talking about how he did it, but he cut me off and asked me in an angry tone why I had to have that dessert. He complained about running halfway through the city and almost missing the train. I felt very hurt and was a bit scared, to be honest. I've never seen him angry like this. We argued the whole train ride and was on our way to the hotel. There, he eventually just said that he was exhausted, turned around and went to sleep. I cried myself to sleep at night and woke up feeling very horrible. He is still asleep, and I come here to ask if I'm the asshole here. So first off, I don't know the context of what would have happened if you had missed the train. Would it have been a big deal to have to stay another night? Was money tight or something like that? I don't approve of how the boyfriend reacted. I kind of maybe understand, if you were a little bit irritated in the restaurant and stuff like that. But once you made the train, just let it go, man. Like it's really not the end of the world. I don't think so, at least. Just maybe have a quick conversation about it. Just get your feelings out there in a healthy manner. Just be like, I really wish you didn't do that because we were already gonna struggle to make time and everything like that. I didn't want to rush, and I understand that. When you go to the airport, if you tell me you don't go 2 hours before takeoff, I don't believe you. I don't at all. So I can kind of understand a little bit. I don't think the boyfriend handled the whole thing well. I do think maybe she should have sacrificed it just to make sure, time. But that has nothing to do with the boyfriend. That has everything to do with, making sure you don't miss your train. Because 20 minutes, to get somewhere it's kind of a, it's especially when it comes to like train rides. Like I live in Canada. And as far as I'm aware, we don't have like trains here that like travel from country to country. I think that's how it works in Europe. But I personally think you shouldn't have ordered the tiramisu, or like, couldn't you gotten it to go? But I don't like how he handled his emotions. So that's something really important that you need to, when it comes to relationships, you need to be able to communicate in a healthy manner. And I don't think the boyfriend did it well. I think you can be upset. Sure, I don't blame him necessarily for being upset, in my opinion, because she definitely did like kind of cut it close. But her boyfriend, I think, should have handled it a little bit better. I don't. I just think it's something that probably should have been talked about beforehand. I'm not gonna say you are the asshole, but I kind of want to say you're both the assholes, but you're also both not. I think you shouldn't have had the tiramisu, but I also think it's not a super big deal once you made the train. And I think the boyfriend was valid to be upset, but I also don't think he was valid in how he was upset. I think you need to treat your partners with respect and stuff like that, and not be a dick. Just don't be a dick. But yeah, this one was all right. I was kind of hoping it was going to be funny. This one was not funny actually at all, and I'm starting to like. Is it just me, or is like the more I've been doing AITA, the less these have been funny? I don't know. I used to really search for funny ones. I think I'm not doing that recently. I'm just kind of like picking the most popular ones. But yeah, I think we're gonna do some funny ones from now on. Well, going to do a combination. I think we can't be all funny all the time. But anyways, so I'm of the opinion that another successful Reddit React. I think it was successful. I've noticed that I do believe I need a haircut. Um, the hair I've noticed it now as it's gotten a little bit longer that like this side is like way shorter than this side. Now I think I told her in like some regards to do something with that. Now, because this is usually the way I have my bangs flipped. So maybe it makes sense. I don't know. I just like having long hair. I told her, do what you will, just do something. Make sure my hair stays long and just do something. And she did something, so but I think it's going to be time for another little trim. Um, Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell notification. Hit it right now. Do it. Someone just walked by my window. I'm scared. I'm gonna sit here and stare at you until you subscribe. Did you do it? Okay, good. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.